Well, good morning, everybody. I'm gonna do a little video today. You guys know that I really like casting bullets and mounting lead and kind of like that side of the shooting deal, but will weights have been super hard to get lately. I had a local shop that was selling me a bucket of will weights when I first started for like $5. Then it went to 20. Then it went to 30 if I can talk them into it. Did the math on that. But that's not a great deal. I mean, you can buy, sometimes on the internet, you can buy will weights that are processed for $1 a pound. And that's about what I was paying. I was, out of a bucket of will weights, I was getting around 30 pounds of usable material. So I've kind of quit doing it, and I've about out of lead. So went to the scrapyard the other day, and they had some will weights. And I asked them about them, and they said, oh yeah, we'll sell you some, 50 cents a pound. And these will weights are separated. It's a scrapyard, so they have a market for selling these lead wheel weights is one thing, and a lot of the wheel weights nowadays are steel. So they throw them into the steel pile and they take the time to separate them. 50 cents a pound for separated wheel weights, I think is gonna be a pretty good deal. So I'm gonna melt some today, and I was gonna show you guys what the net product is. So, all right guys, got my high-tech bathroom scales out here. See if we can get a weight on them. $40 pounds. So all right, the guys at the scrapyard said these are all will weights or lead. I noticed there's like some lead battery terminal ends, which is okay. That's just more pure lead. The stuff I'm using them for usually works pretty good, and the hardness on it's not too critical in my mind. So we're gonna go melt these puppies down and see on a bucket of will weights, 40 pounds, we'll see what we get out of finished material. All right guys, well I got this pot going. I'll flip it around and show you. So I bought an old Dutch oven to use for this, and it seems to work great, but I got a lot of moisture in here. We had a big rain here just a couple days ago. Everything had water in it, so I'm gonna leave the lid off for a minute, let that water burn out, but I'll show you what we got. You guys see a ton of steam boiling out of that pot already. It's only been probably 2-3 minutes. This is that big Kori, I guess how you say it, burner. Just bought it off Amazon. That burner is bad A, I'm telling you. This is my old one, this old Camp Chef, and boy, this bigger burner, it's incredible what it'll do. So anyway, I think I'm gonna set a timer. I'm curious how long it takes to melt that pot of lead down. When we get her melted, I'll come back to you. All right guys, it's been about 15 minutes. Sure, it's still smoking a little bit. And that was with the lid off. So I'm gonna throw the lid on right now. Give it another 5 minutes or so. I think it'll be ready to pour out. All right guys, so I skimmed all the garbage off of there, which wasn't a whole lot. So I think the guys did a pretty good job on sorting them. These are the little molds I use. These are just aluminum, muffin tins from the thrift store. They were full of dirt and I washed them out good with water. All right guys, so I'm gonna get the lead put in these tins, but I mentioned earlier that I washed them out with water, which is fine to do, but then I tipped them upside down on top of that Dutch oven to heat them. I cannot stress enough, you cannot have water in those tins. If you had a drop of water in there, you dump that in, it's gonna blow on you. It's like a little mini steam explosion, blows lead all over. It's very, very dangerous. So the reason I learned that is I had a little chunk of ice in there one time when I was doing this in the winter, and luckily it just popped a little bit, but anyway, that's just a big safety precaution right there. You cannot have any moisture at all in those tins when you're starting to pour. So all right guys, well I got that bucket of lead melted. I'll show you what I got. So that's 31 pounds. So 31 pounds out of 40 pounds of the will weights. Man, I'm tickled pink with that. I had not even thought about using the scrapyard as a source for will weights. Never even crossed my mind. I'm not sure why, but boy, I'll tell you, I'm tickled with that. If I could, buy them for 50 cents a pound, process them and get, that's close to 90%, maybe not quite 90%. I guess it'd be closer to 80, but still, that's way better than what I was getting before. I think I was like 30 or 40% of usable material. that I was paying $1 a pound for. So this is a way better deal. Anyway, hope this will help somebody. If you're looking for lead, maybe the scrapyard is the place to find it. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe.